clean energy manufacturing. It's going to happen in big cities and rural communities as well. Like in Colorado, where CS Wind broke ground on what will be the world's largest wind tower manufacturing plant. And coincidentally, CS Wind is Congresswoman Lauren Boebert, you know, that very quiet Republican lady. It's in her district, who, along with every other Republican, voted against this bill. And it's making all this possible. And she railed against its passage. But that's okay, she's welcoming it now.
Look at Dark Brandon having fun with that at the end. That was like a kind of sinister smile. Like he was loving it. But I'm glad that he pointed out, because we see this with Republicans all the time. They vote against the bill, they try to kill the bill, they try to weaken the bill, and then the second it passes, they run to their district. Hey, there's money in buildings and gifts and infrastructure. Give me the credit. I didn't do everything I could to stop this from happening. And in this particular case, it's not hypothetical. 850 new employees, they say, are gonna be hired as a result of what happened in this bill. And she did not want that to happen. She didn't want these bills to exist. And she did not want Dark Brandon to make fun of her. And I know that because she actually responded.
Well, first of all, I'm glad that he's able to say what a lady is. And also, I'm anything. I'm sure that he wishes I were a quiet lady, but I am very loud about the destruction that his policies are causing our country, my state, and my district, especially with these massive land grabs that are restricting us from extracting this good, clean energy that we need to secure our country, be energy independent, and pursue energy dominance.
Brett, what do you think?
I love Lauren Boebert in every possible way, but not as much as I love the dude on the panel with her when she made her little lady jab, who I believe that is the ultimate cackle. You can say what a lady is and wishes I was quiet. No, he wants you to talk as much as possible because everything you say is thoroughly stupid. And just as you learn in the Miranda rights, they read Trump. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of public opinion. So Dark Brandon's doing some great moves. He's barely gets the words out of his mouth. Don't think that is everyone's like, yeah, you nailed it, buddy. But he's still got that $1 billion smile. And he's been using people like Lauren Boebert's own words against him, the same way that there was an amazing ad where they just took Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about how much Biden has invested in American infrastructure. They play her, what she intended as barbs against Biden, but they just play them without any context, just saying that she basically sounds like she's praising Biden for giving a damn about American infrastructure. And at the end, they just go Biden for president, nail it, let's move on.
That's great, yeah, 100%. So first of all, we sort of glossed over the, I'm glad that he can call me a late, like they literally cannot go 2 minutes without talking about that topic. Like it is the only thing on their mind. I don't know where Lauren Boebert is right now. I don't know what Lauren Boebert is supposed to be doing right now, but I do know that right now she's thinking about trans people.
It's bubble babble. It's bubble babble. That's my new term. Bubble babble is when you're like if you don't spend a lot of time paying attention to like Lauren Boebert discourse and right-wing discourse, and you hear them say, I'm glad he could call me a lady, that's bubble babble. Because no one watching it from the outside knows what the hell you're talking about.
Sure, yeah.
Everybody should watch out for their own bubble babble where you're just saying things that only you and your roll boys know about.
Yeah, it's like
you're not connecting with Americans.
Yeah, 100%. I thought at first you were talking about Bubble Bobble, which was an amazing video game back in the day.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, I'm glad that those jobs are gonna be there and that they're gonna be making wind turbines. And hey, maybe at some point we can come together and be happy about the fact that America could take like the #1 role in producing the necessary infrastructure for clean and renewable energy around the globe. I don't know why you'd think that that's such a bad thing, you weirdo. But anyway, as Brett said, the court of public opinion is going to be evaluating all these statements. She should really be more careful. And I don't want her to be. I want her to be as loud as she wants to be, because I think it's going to hurt her. But I want you to bear in mind these headlines. Like she only won by 546 votes last year, which is less than the number of jobs that she tried to kill. So that'll be fun. Her challenger outraised her threefold last quarter, dear God. And right now they're tied, actually. If you take a look at this is still pretty early and he's not receiving the backing of the National Party, which by the way, imagine if he had gotten the backing of the National Party last time. And I'm not even saying that this is like my favorite candidate or whatever, but it's the dude who got very close last time. He has a very good chance of taking her out next time. She might want to spend a little bit less time on Fox News and a little bit more time trying to reassure her base that she's not an out of touch, out of control whack job. But I'm not her campaign manager or whatever.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.